We're to start in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. Reefer Madness. Oh man. This movie is hilarious. It is a meme. Yes, this movie is definitely a meme. Okay, here we go. Oh man, it's been a while since I've seen this. This is gonna be a lot of fun. Cast Dorothy Short as Mary, Kenneth Craig as Bill. I like that they have just ditto instead of as all the way down. Ditto, ditto, ditto. Produced by George A. Hurleyman. The incidents and characters portrayed in this motion picture are purely fictional, and any similarity to actual occurrences and living or deceased person is coincidental. Forward. The motion picture you're about to witness may startle you. It would not have been possible otherwise to sufficiently emphasize the frightful toll of the new drug menace, which is destroying the youth of America in alarmingly increasing numbers. Marijuana is that drug, a violent narcotic, an unspeakable scourge, the real public enemy number one. Its first effect is sudden, violent, uncontrollable laughter. Then come dangerous hallucinations. Space expands, time slows down, almost stands still. Fixed ideas come next, conjuring up monsters, extravagances, followed by emotional disturbances, the total inability to direct thoughts, the loss of all power to resist physical emotions, leading finally to acts of shocking violence, ending often in incurable insanity. In picturing his soul-destroying effects, no attempt was made to equivocate. The scenes and incidents, while fictionalized for the purposes of this story, are based upon actual research into the results of marijuana addiction. If their stark reality will make you think, it will make you aware that something must be done to wipe out this ghastly menace, then the picture will not have failed in its purpose, because the dreaded marijuana may be reaching forth next for your son or daughter, or yours, or yours. Oh my gosh. Marijuana. Oh my gosh. Got a burrito and a blanket. Nice. Nice. Police raid marijuana flat. Federals and police in drug war. School parent organizations join dope fight. Oh man, this fight is dope. Meeting tonight. Truman High Auditorium. Welcome to the Tea Lounge, Tom Sheep. Thank you so much for the follow.
You and all other school parent groups about the country, and you must stand united on this and stamp out this frightful assassin of our youth. You can do it by bringing about compulsory education on the subject of narcotics in general, the dread marijuana in particular.
Oh, no worries, Tom.
That is the purpose of this meeting, ladies and gentlemen.
Marijuana.
To lay the foundation for a nationwide campaign by you to demand by law such compulsory education. Because it is only through enlightenment that this scourge can be wiped out. Out of the traffic in these drugs, a lawlessness that we can scarcely estimate has grown and is now flourishing.
Oh no.
It exists in almost every city and hamlet in the country. It might be interesting and important for you to know some of the methods used
Twitch
in
must
bringing
be
these
broken.
drugs into the country, and the work of the forces of law and order, which are daily combating the traffic, always at the risk of life by their agents. This ceaseless fight against the drug traffic is directed by the Department of Narcotics, Washington.
Ooh. Twitch is broken.
I've received a letter of vital importance
Vital
from a member of the
importance.
Narcotics Bureau.
Oh, the Narcotics
I'm going to read
Bureau.
this letter to you.
Must be important.
My dear Dr. Carroll, the suppression of the use of marijuana and of the forces lurking behind it are the most important jobs this department is now engaged in. At the outset
It's
of this
not the
letter,
fight on
there is one
cocaine,
vital fact
it's
I would like to
marijuana.
submit. There is a powerful agency. I speak of the school parent associations of this country, which can be invaluable in stamping out this scourge. Their help, their eternal vigilance, could be the deciding factor in our fight against it. The weed marijuana is grown in every state in the Union. Recently, in the city of Brooklyn, New York,
Brooklyn, New York.
a field of marijuana was
Oh,
found behind a
say it ain't
tenement
so.
court. The weed was here being cultivated, regularly stripped and dried and sold in schools and at government army posts in and around New York. The dried leaves and berries are ground up and made into cigarettes.
Now, there is a story behind, like
The deadly narcotic
they follow a story. It's not
is
just
thus
a guy
quickly
talking
and
about it
easily
the whole
prepared for
time.
its market. The sale of marijuana is even more difficult to detect and halt than the traffic in drugs such as opium, morphine, and heroin.
Heroin.
They are hidden in
Young
fake jewelry
heroin
cases,
learner.
in the heels of shoes,
Heels of
women's
shoes.
shoes especially. Because
Women's
the drugs
shoes
can be
especially.
secreted in false heels. Hollow shaving brushes are another medium. Books with false centers are often used. Watch cases are convenient hiding places. The value of drugs thus seized is enormous. Recently, a huge supply of heroin was taken. It was concealed in an apparently harmless shipment of 35 barrels of olive oil. The
Olive
deadly
oil.
drug was burned in the incinerator of the Bureau
Limeade,
of
welcome.
Engraving and Printing. And more vicious, more deadly, even than these soul-destroying drugs, is the menace of marijuana.
Marijuana.
No doubt
Worse than
many
all
of
of
you
the
do not believe
worst
that these
drugs.
things do happen, but they cannot happen to you. You may also believe that the facts have
The
been
reason you can't
exaggerated.
place his accent is because
Let
it's
me
made
tell
up
you of something that
entirely
happened
for
right here in our own
1950s
city.
movies.
You probably read about it in the paper.
And that's actually
However, I'll give
true.
you the real facts behind the case. There was an
They
apartment
taught
near
it,
one of our high
and it's
schools.
fake.
It was run by a woman known as May Coleman.
And it's a fascinating history behind it. All right, here we go.
Hey, come on, May, get up.
Come on, Meg.
Time to get up and give this place a going over. Looks like the Marines had landed.
Going
That
over.
lunch last night was high enough to take over the Marines and the Navy.
You better get on the job. Some of the kids may be up this afternoon.
Oh,
The
Jack, we
kids?
can get along
You
without
don't
dragging
say.
those young kids up here.
Oh, why don't you button up your lip? You're always squawking about something. Get more static from the radio.
Always squawking about something. Oh my gosh. Wheels on the bus go round and round, round and round. Oh, you're back. Good to see you. Oh, wait, okay. Now, who could that be at 2 a.m.? Put this marijuana back. All through the town. Ra-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-ba. Why is this in an anti-drug propaganda film?
Oh, greetings.
Well,
Greetings.
How are you?
Fine, how are you? Come here. Come here. Glad to see you.
And welcome, druggies. Fellow druggies.
His name?
Should be right in. Just
I hope you like my Oval Office.
Hey, what kind of a joint is this, Eddie?
Oh, it's all right, Gwen. See, they probably had a party last night.
Oh.
What? It's alright, they probably had a party.
A couple of your customers, May.
Yeah? They're old enough to know what they're doing. Not like those young kids you bring up here.
All right, all right. Listen, I'm going to blow.
Where are you going?
I got to make some deliveries, and I'll probably drop by Joe's place and bring back a couple of the kids.
Joe's
I wish
place.
you'd lay off those kids.
Lay off
Oh,
those
why
kids,
don't you
Mac.
get over their complex?
What? Lay off, Mac. Those kids ain't done nothing to no one. Treat them like hoodlums. Jason Place, thank you so much for the host. Halt. In the name of love. Before I break your heart. Think it over. I should have said stop, but I said halt instead. I'm a doofus.
Oh, by the way, Ralph, I'm sort of getting a little party Saturday afternoon over at my grandmother's. You know, the place with the swimming pool? Like to come?
Thanks, Eddie. Maybe I will.
I'd sure like to have you.
Okay, I'll probably drop over.
So long, Ralph.
Pool party at Grandma's.
Hey, Ralph. Hi, kid. Fine, Jack, and you? Oh, great. Where you heading? Oh. Hey, how do you like that?
Epic suit man.
That's the one I was telling you about. Very nice.
Ah, he must work out.
I don't know why you want to make such a fuss over that Ralph Wiley.
Oh, he's a swell swimmer. He made the freshman team that year he went to college.
Yeah,
He'll
that
fit
must be
right in
wrong.
at Grandma's
He knows his family.
pool
None of them
party.
is good. Father and mother just got a divorce from Paris.
Yeah?
You know, Ralph runs around pretty much on his own. He's been in a couple of jams.
Well, I only kind of say hello.
Raspberry
I don't go
jams?
around with him.
Well, you better not. He's a little too old for it. That's what my dad said.
You don't say.
Hello, Mary. How are you, Bill?
How are you, Ralph?
Oh, hello, Ralph. You know my brother Jimmy, don't you?
How are you? Well, I'd like you to meet a friend of mine, Jack Perry. Mary, Bill?
Front seat, back seat. Which should I take?
We're going over to Joe's place. Why don't you come along?
We have a date to play, a set of doubles.
Oh, you can play anytime. Come on, we'll have some laughs.
Oh, we can today, Ralph. Some other time.
I can't have laughs today.
Sure. Hey, I'll see you at dinner, sis.
No laughs for us. Maybe another time. Ah. Perfect. Zoom in on their butts. What kind of dance is that?
Hey, he ain't no paper man.
Why don't
It ain't no paper man.
Boy, he really swings out hot with a message jive. You want to dance?
It just looks so funny from the back. Reefer Madness Shuffle Deadly Dance.
May's expecting us at the apartment a little later. Any new prospects?
May's expecting us.
Maybe.
Why do pianists always have the part right down the middle in the poofy? Say. Don't touch my piano. What do you think you're doing, kid? Perfect time to light up marijuana. Oh, that's the stuff.
Oh, Jimmy, you're wonderful.
That was a good piano
You just
thing.
finding that out?
You really tickled those.
Why can't we go now?
Sure. Hey, kids, we're having a little
Pretty
party
sure that's
at my
not
girlfriend's apartment. Wouldn't you like to come?
marijuana
Oh, I'd
does to
love
people.
You want to come, don't you, Jimmy?
Oh, sure. Any place with you.
Well, come on.
Any
we can
place
all
with
go in my
you.
car.
See you later, Joe.
It's Friday, after all. Gotta get down on Friday. Oh man, you clumsy. Here's your book. Wiped it off for you. Hope you don't mind. Let me carry it for you.
It's sweet of you to help me, Bill.
Well, I'll try anything except domestic science.
Why, Bill, don't you want to learn something about running your own home?
The answer is no. You know, after that session we had yesterday, I went home and told Mother that the trouble with her pot roast gravy was she hadn't added 3 heaping teaspoonfuls of olive oil.
What did she say?
She didn't say anything. She just threw me out of the kitchen.
Well, I don't wonder. Hello, children. Hello, Mother.
Hello, Mrs. Lane.
That was sweet of you, Mother.
Gosh, hot chocolate. Thanks, Mrs. Lane.
So adjust the volume a little.
On empty stomachs. Now then, enjoy yourselves. He will.
She will too, Mrs. Lane. May I?
Oh, thank you, kind sir. You're so very, very kind.
Here we go.
Mary, before we do that math, how about reading some of this? It's swell.
Romeo and Juliet.
Don't
Swell.
you like it?
Uh-huh.
You know, when I study this, I kind of think of you. I just sort of feel as though you're there beside me. Well, listen.
Marijuana. Yeah, that was marijuana
It is
for the
my
piano dude.
soul that calls
It was
upon
supposed to be
thy
marijuana
name.
that he was taking.
How silver sweet sound lovers' tongues by night, like softest music to attending ears.
Romeo,
My dear,
what o'clock tomorrow shall I send to thee?
by the hour of 9.
I will not fail. 'Tis 20 years till then.
Well, I'll see you tonight, Mary.
No funny business.
Bye, Mrs. Lane.
Goodbye.
Bye, so long. Gosh, oh!
Oh no! What a clumsy.
All right.
Wow.
Well, bye. Bye.
Hey, Daddy!
Oh, Julie. Well, hey.
Hey, Dad, you got anything for me?
Well, we sure
Don't make out with
your father every night.
Daddy.
Have you?
There you are.
What made you so late, Bill? I was getting worried.
Oh, I had to study, Ma.
I fell in the
He
water.
was not. I saw him out walking with his girl. Bill's got a girl. Got a girl.
Ma, make him cut it out.
Make him cut it out
Well,
already.
Bill has got a girl.
Quiet. And put that candy away till after dinner.
He's got a girl. Look at how wet his pants
He
are.
has got a girlfriend, and her name is Mary.
Yeah, I'll shut you up.
Bill, Junior, put that carrying on. Junior!
Oh, that's a phenomenal. They're all right there, young.
Let him horseplay in the house around the dinner table.
Oh, well, what I'm burned up about is that you didn't say Bill had a swell girl.
Gee, it must be love. She'd have to be swell for you to like her.
Uh-huh. Sounds like you want something. Come on, what is it?
Well, it's my model airplane. It won't work. Gosh, Bill, you could fix it. You can fix anything.
Golly,
Okay,
that's
I'll
swell.
fix it.
Hey, Dad, read me 20 pages, will you?
Yeah, here we are. You see?
I'll read you the personals, kid.
Oh, hello, Jimmy.
Mary told me to wait and tell her she had to go home. Her mother wanted her to go to the dressmaker with her.
Oh, thanks, Jimmy. Must be getting grown up. I see Mary let you have the car.
Yeah. Can I take you any place?
Well, I wasn't going any place in particular.
Well, then, how about driving me over to the show place with me?
Let's go to
Buy
the
you
library
soda?
and study.
I never drink that stuff.
Well, gee, I'll buy you something else.
Okay, you're on the hook for 1 root beer.
Well,
On the hook for 1 root beer.
hi, Bill. Hi, Jimmy. Hey, Jimmy.
Hello, Jimmy. Hello, Bill. Come on, slide in.
Hello, Blanche.
Hello, Ralph. How are you? Hello, Blanche. How have you been, Ralph? Hello, John. 2 sodas. No, I mean 1 soda and 1 root beer. How's May?
You know I don't touch that
We're
stuff.
going up to your apartment a little later.
Couldn't Bill
I'll have a
come
root beer, though.
Well, don't come on along, Bill.
Root
You
beer
can take
soda.
ours. Thanks just the same.
Oh, come on, Bill. Mary won't be jealous.
Why, sure. None of the kids will be there. It's keen.
Well, I don't know. I really shouldn't. Well, okay.
Oh no. He's hopped up on drugs. Marijuana, more specifically. Oh no! This part is getting raucous.
Hi, kid. Hello, Jack. What do you say?
What do you say?
Yeah, come on in.
Lots of fine. How do you do? Gee, what's going on in here?
Don't stand there.
I don't know about all this. Did that just say 240? Or did it say 420?
This is Bill Harper. He's okay.
Hello.
Well, if you say so. It's all
Did the movie just flash 420? Is that what I just saw?
There's a new one in today.
Yeah, Bill Harper. He's all right. Blanche's got herself quite a yen for him.
Not bad. I didn't think she had that much taste.
She knows what she's doing. She's got Ralph nuts about her, and now she's got her hooks up for this new kid.
Speaking of taste, this meal's out of this
You better
world.
over and get some.
Why couldn't you find that out when I was here this morning? Now I've got my car in the shop.
Well, what of it? That kid out there, Jimmy, he's got a car. He'll take you.
Nothing
Come on,
doing.
hurry up.
Welcome to the Tea Lounge, Andrea. Thank you so much for the follow. How are you doing today?
Hey, Jimmy. Yeah? I've got to run over to Cedar Avenue for a minute. You've got a car, haven't you? Why, yeah, my sister. Mind giving me a lift? Why, sure. Come on. Okay.
I was just making out with my gal. I guess I can stop. Wow.
No, thank you.
Suit yourself.
Well, here we are. Oh, thanks.
Oh, May, don't forget me.
I never forget you. Oh, here. If you want a good smoke, try one of these.
I don't know. Don't do it, Mac. It's funny because marijuana cigarettes are arguably potentially safer than cigarettes. Arguably. Although neither are safe or healthy.
That's better. That's more like it. I know you like that. Really, you will. Now just take a puff of that.
And you shouldn't smoke any of them. But health-wise, they are, yeah. Yeah.
Just be a minute, kid.
Hey, Jack, give me a cigarette before you go, will you?
What for? Oh no, that's one of those funny cigarettes. No! Don't do it. Don't do it, pal. That'll be 18.
Hello, Jack. Hi,
19.
How's business? Getting better every day. The kids sure go for it. Swell.
Excuse me.
Had to run over a couple more cartons. Ran short today.
All right. Danny, pack 10 gross for Jack Perry. Who? Pete Daly. All right, send him in. It's all right, stay where you are.
Let me just go down to my marijuana dealer who's got his office and his accountant's tablet.
All right, go ahead. Jack's okay. What's the beef?
Listen, you never heard no beef when I had to sell that rotten gin.
You're after the dough, aren't you?
Yeah, but I don't need dough that bad. Taking two-bit pieces from kids.
There are millions of two-bit pieces just begging to be
Very
taken. Don't be
true.
a dope.
I'm just dope enough to draw the line selling hop to kids.
All right, Pete. You know what my policy's always been. If the boys are not satisfied, I'm always glad to have them retire. Retire permanently.
I'll kill you if you stop.
So long.
Bye. Wow. What on earth?
I only wish you had a couple of kids so I could...
Get out!
Yeah, get out or I'll kill you.
All right, Jack, pick up your stuff from Danny. They'll be ready by now.
Okay, boss.
Uh-oh.
Let's go, Jack. I'm red hot.
Better be careful how you drive it. The first thing you know, you'll be ice cold.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Take it easy, kid. Slow down, you'll kill somebody.
Hey, we're one follower away from the marijuana number. What? Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich. Tasty.
Mary, you're not eating your breakfast again.
Not hungry, Mom.
Bill Hartford hasn't been around lately. Anything wrong between you two?
Why should there be anything wrong?
You called someone in a car.
Shouldn't be, I'm sure. And whatever it is isn't serious, I know.
I'm sorry, Mother, for snapping at you like that.
Don't worry about it, dear. Why don't you speak frankly to Bill? He'll be honest whatever the trouble is. I'm sure Bill Hartford never lied about anything.
Yes, that's right. Bill's mother says he never lies.
There, you see?
You think it'd be all right if I speak to him about it?
Why,
His mother would know if he's ever lied.
Oh, Jimmy. Sit down, darling, and I'll have your breakfast for you in a moment.
Jimmy, there's something worrying you.
What have I got to worry about?
Why don't you tell me?
Well, for Pete's sake, don't start to cross-examine me, will you? I'm all right.
Jimmy! Don't let Mother see you like that.
She'll think you're a liar. Oh, man. Bureau Officer, Bureau of
There is
Investigation.
no doubt that there is an organized gang distributing the narcotic to students, not only in my school, but all over the city. You government men have got to find some way to put an end to it.
Got
Of
to.
course, I agree with you, Dr. Carroll. But do you realize that marijuana is not like other forms of dope? You see, it grows wild in
Charlotte's
almost every
Web?
state in the Union. Therefore, there is practically no interstate commerce in the drug. As a result, the government's hands are tied. And frankly, the only sure cure is a widespread campaign in education.
Oh, it's all right to talk about education, Mr. Wyatt, but we educators can't do anything until the public is sufficiently aroused.
Let me show you something.
Yes, let's arouse the public.
In 1930, the records on marijuana
That would
in
be
the Washington office of the Narcotics
ideal.
Division scarcely filled a small folder like this. Today, they fill cabinets. All these devoted to marijuana records. Here is an example.
So many cabinets.
A 16-year-old lad apprehended in the act of staging a holdup. 16 years old and a marijuana addict.
Oh, man.
Here
That's
is a most
rough.
tragic case.
Yes, I remember. Just a young boy.
I remember.
Under the influence of the drug, he killed his entire family with an axe.
What?
And there is the most vicious type of case.
What?
Here, in Michigan, a young girl, 17 years old, a reefer smoker,
A
taken
reefer
in a raid in
smoker.
a company with 5 young men. Here is a particularly flagrant case.
Yes, I remember. The newspapers made quite a play of it. In West Virginia, wasn't it?
Yes, and there are hundreds of them coming up, new ones every day.
I'd like to take these records, if I may. I feel they would be of invaluable assistance to me in combating the evil in my school.
You're very welcome, Dr. Carroll.
Thank you.
All right, take care, Baz, man.
Sit down, Bill.
It was good having you. Hope to see you again soon.
There seems to be something wrong. What is it? You were always a fine student. You always had excellent grades.
Well, I guess the work is getting a little harder, Dr. Carroll.
I guess.
No, it isn't that. Bill, I'd like to help you. But of course I can't unless you let me.
You wouldn't happen to be on
You're
marijuana,
undermining
would
your
you?
health.
Well, there's nothing, Dr. Carroll. Really, there isn't. I'll study harder, honest.
Honest? If you were being honest with me and honest with yourself, I'm afraid you'd tell me an entirely different story.
Just ask my mother. I never lie.
Bill, I'm going to ask you a straightforward question, and I'd like to have a straightforward answer.
Yes, sir.
Isn't it true that you have, perhaps unwillingly, acquired a certain harmful habit through association with certain undesirable people? Well?
Oh, no, sir, I haven't, Dr. Carroll. Well, that is, you see, I'm worried about something at home.
All right, my boy. We'll just have to let it go at that. But remember, if you ever want to confide in me, no one will ever be the wiser.
Well, thank you, Dr. Carroll.
Well, I just tried, but you sent me away.
Hello, Mary. You want to play a set?
Thanks, Teddy, but I'm waiting for someone.
Well, if you're waiting for Bill, he hasn't
By
been
the
here
way,
for a
nice
week.
neckerchief. Thank you so much for the 2 bits. Well, I made nectar. Now I can get a shave and a haircut. Oh, man. They are gone. They are so gone.
Didn't take that new kid long to catch on.
Don't take any of them long. Say, don't you ever get fed?
You're feeding me, can't you see?
What?
Give me a knife and a fork, will you?
Get it yourself.
Nothing doing. What on earth? Uh-oh. No. No.
Come on, Bill. Come on.
Don't do it.
Come on.
Don't do it. Don't do it, kid. No. It's the effects of the marijuana. Don't do it. Can't play like this, lady. Or apparently I can.
Good morning, miss. We're from the police department.
Good morning.
We're tracing a hit-and-run driver. Someone caught the license number at the place of the accident but didn't get it quite right. So we're checking all numbers like it, and yours is one of them.
Well, I'll try to help you.
You remember what you did on the 29th of last month?
Oh, that was the day before Mother's birthday. Oh, yes, I remember that because I left school and went directly to the dressmaker's with Mother. I was there all afternoon.
Did you happen to loan your car to a couple of men?
No, I had the car all afternoon myself.
Well, thanks, miss. Sorry to have troubled you.
Tell me, was the person killed?
Unfortunately, he wasn't, but that's still no excuse for hit-and-run driving.
Yeah. Hit and run driving's no joke.
Has Jimmy Lane been here today?
Gee golly, no.
He was in. He went over to May's place. You know where that is.
Well,
You know where
he was
that
going to wait
is.
for me here, so he didn't give me May's address. Are you sure Jimmy didn't leave any message for me? Mary?
Who's
No,
asking?
he didn't. But I guess you're okay. I'll write it down for you.
I guess you're okay. I'll write it down for you. Wow. I didn't say to give this to you, but I guess I can. You look like a cool cat.
Mary, come right in.
Is Jimmy here?
Oh, why, he's around somewhere. I think he went out to take Agnes home, but he'll be right back. Come in and sit down, Mary. And let me take your coat.
Who's the new kid just came in?
Oh, it's that gal that Ralph's gone overboard for. It's funny, we've never been able to get her up here before. Hey, scram, will you?
Scram, will ya? Gee golly. I just think you're swell.
Smoke, Mary?
Thanks. Are you sure Jimmy will be back soon?
Sure, any minute.
Any minute. Say, what's in this? Let's see how fast acting this is supposed to be. What on earth? Okay, I'm not sure exactly what's going on. Okay, she's just sleeping. I wasn't sure what was going on, so I hit it just in case. She was sleeping, okay. I love her. Okay. Can't show some things on Twitch. Wow, that is fast acting.
Say, what's the matter? Am I an orphan?
What?
Where do you put it? You got a hollow leg?
Thanks, Steve.
Feel, Mary? Oh,
Gee.
Mary, give me a kiss, Mary.
What?
Oh, Mary.
No.
Go away!
Don't do it. Marijuana, ladies and gentlemen. Marijuana. I'm ready with the hide button just in case. I don't think it goes any. Okay. Okay, he's gonna break it up. That's what he's seeing. That's what he is seeing. Crazy eyes. Oh no. Okay, good. We don't see anything. All right. Gun safety. Let's get a gun out just to use it as a blunt weapon. Oh no. He killed Mary. Marijuana, ladies and gentlemen. Marijuana.
Look.
Jack, is she all right?
That's why you don't play with guns. Is she all right?
She's dead. May, get him some water.
I think I can revive
Listen,
her.
you two. Why don't you get out of here? Get out of here and forget you're ever in here today. I'll handle this. Now get going.
Oh my gosh.
Give it to me.
The only fingerprints on the gun was exactly his hand as it...
Here.
What? Oh my gosh. Look what you've done.
Harry.
Mary. I was gonna give you the moon, Mary. Why is there no blood?
Mary! What happened?
You killed her.
She must have been already dead, because the blood would be coagulated. In that case, no blood means she's already
After I
dead.
scram, you call the cops. And this is your story. Remember it. These two kids came up here for a couple of beers. You were out in the kitchen, you heard the shots. When you got in here, that's what you found. Just stick to that story.
But that's not what happened.
Mary!
Mary.
Speak to me. Mary.
Buffalo gals. Mary. Say it ain't so. I've got a hat. That means I'm important. Oh, gee. This guy's got a hat. I gotta follow him.
Hello, Jack. I was just talking to a friend of mine. A cop.
Yeah, cop. Let me see.
Sergeant on the homicide squad.
Mm-hmm.
The guy you hit that day died.
Died? I mean, you didn't...
No. I didn't crack. I'm not going to.
Johnny, welcome.
Nobody will ever know you were driving that car.
Hey, fella, what?
Thanks, Jack. Just as long as you keep your mouth shut that you were ever up in May's apartment.
Why, sure, Jack, sure.
Sure, Jack, sure.
Okay.
All right. Harper marijuana slang trial opens.
Your Honor, I'd
Your
like
Honor.
to recall Dr. Alfred Carroll to the stand.
Call Dr.
Breaks
Alfred Carroll to the
musicals. Enjoys the marijuana.
Dr. Carroll, as principal of the Lakeside High School, did you, during the last 3 months, notice any changes in the demeanor and attitude of your student, William Hopper?
Yes.
In a number of things.
Marijuana.
For example, at times disassociation of ideas. In another instance, I happened to attend the recent interscholastic tennis matches. And while Bill Harper had been considered an exceedingly good player, I saw him miss the ball by as much as 3 or 4 feet. This, I understand, could be attributed to the use of marijuana. It causes errors in time and space.
Objection, Your Honor.
Errors in
The
time and
witness
space.
isn't qualified to express opinions upon the effects of narcotics.
Sustained. Dr. Carroll has been called merely as a character witness.
Well, then, although you didn't know to your own knowledge that the defendant was using marijuana, did you notice any changes that would lead you to believe, as an educator, that he was under some severe mental strain, which might possibly have been induced by some drug?
Yes,
I
I
asked
recall
him about
distinctly a few weeks ago. It was during a class of English literature. There was a serious discussion of Shakespeare's Romeo and Juliet when he suddenly burst into an uncontrollable fit of hysterical laughter.
Laughter.
Oh, by the way, Dr. Carroll, 6 months ago, what would have been your opinion regarding the character of my client?
He was a fine, upstanding American boy, a good scholar, a good athlete, and representative of the caliber of young men we are proud to graduate from our school.
Ooh, you don't say.
Oh, snap out of it, will you? It's not our fault. Why'd I ever bring him up there anyway? He's just a kid.
It's
can't hang him.
Shut up, shut up!
Why don't you
Wow.
let yourself go? Talk. Go off your nut and have me that way, too. It was his own fault, wasn't it?
Shut up! They've got us hidden now, haven't they? The cops can't find us.
Jack, I want to get out of this place.
You're going to stay here as long as we have to keep those two out there undercover. Until the trial's over. Or the boss gets a better idea.
A better
They're
idea.
getting on my nerves.
It can't last much longer. I'm not worried about her. We got to keep him gagged.
Oh, he's about ready to crack.
All you got to do is keep him from having too many reefers.
Any day now, that punk will get hot. He'll probably spill and tell all he knows if he gets a chance.
Keep him away from the marijuana.
I don't think he'll get it. I'll see you later.
Where are you going?
I'm going to see the boss.
The boss, huh? I'm gonna go see the boss, see? Hey, boss.
Hello, Jack.
Hello, boss.
Got a couple of kids that need killing.
What are we going to do about that Wiley guy?
Still jittery, huh?
I don't know what the punk's going to do.
Keep feeding him those hot sticks.
That's what May's been doing. That's no good. I got a hunch that he's due to crack when that Harper verdict comes in. If he's on the tee, he's liable to take a powder on us and blow his topper to the DA.
Oh,
you
man.
mean you think we'd
All
all
this
be better
jargon.
off if he never heard the verdict? Well, what are you waiting for?
You want me to kill him? I understand. Harper verdict expected tonight.
You, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, have a duty to perform. A duty to yourselves and to our community. Mary Lane is dead. The
Mary
evidence you heard
Lane
at this trial
is
could
dead.
not have failed to convince you of the guilt of the defendant. By his own admission, he pressed the trigger of the weapon that sent lovely and innocent Mary Lane to a tragic and untimely death. We are not so much concerned about the motives behind the deed as to the deed itself. While the defendant has told you that he saw someone attacking Mary Lane and that his mind went blank from that moment on, the defense has been unable to produce one witness to substantiate that statement. Now, ladies and gentlemen of the
Not
jury,
one witness.
you have heard able men testify at this trial, men who have tried to bring out the fact that the defendant might have become momentarily insane when he fired the shot that killed Mary Lane. But the defense has been unable to prove that he was insane. William Harper was sane when he visited the apartment where the tragedy occurred. He was in the habit of visiting the place. He was sane when he went into a bedroom with another young woman. You've all heard what went on in that room. You heard it from the defendant's own lips.
Oh.
Involved as he was in a tawdry love affair, Mary Lane was in the way. She had found him out. In a moment of anger, he deliberately and willfully killed her. If such deeds are permitted to go unpunished, this community would cease to be a decent and safe place for us or our children to live.
Man.
I do not believe I have to plead or even demand that you bring in a verdict to punish the defendant for the crime that he has committed against society. You are upright citizens. That is why you were chosen to judge another. And as honest, upright citizens, there is only one verdict which you can find, and that is a verdict of guilty.
Guilty.
And this court will be adjourned until the jury's verdict is reached.
Guilty. Guilty, guilty, guilty. Jury room.
I suppose you all feel the same about this case.
Yep.
But he might have been insane when he did it.
No, he wasn't. He knew what he was doing.
But supposing he was insane.
You can never make me believe it nor anybody else. We'll take a first vote.
We're convinced. Now let's vote.
$11 for conviction, $1 for acquittal.
I wonder who that could be.
But there's a reasonable doubt about the boy's sanity. We can't.
No doubt about the fact that he murdered her. He admitted it himself. That wasn't the first time he was there.
Wow. Subtle. Real subtle.
We gotta make an example before boys like that contaminate all of our children. We can't have every murderer hiding behind the gag that he's insane. Sure, they see red before they kill somebody. But whose fault is it?
Write it in cursive. Perfect. If only marijuana hadn't gotten a hold of this young lad, he wouldn't be in all of this dire trouble now. You see, marijuana, such a horrible, disease-causing, scum, drug. You'll go insane, do things, end up like this poor sap.
Have you reached a verdict? We have. The defendant will rise.
Guilty. Guilty.
What is your verdict? We find the defendant guilty. Is charged.
I could really go for a reefer. All rise. You may be seated. All rise. You may be seated. Talk amongst yourselves. Oh man. How is everyone in this movie a piano marvel?
Stop that racket! Stop it!
What's the matter with you? Give me the creeps.
Chopin's ninth.
Nay. Nay!
We're out.
What do you want?
Bring me some reefers.
Wow. Bring me some reefers. Maybe some marijuana that helps. It certainly helped Jimi Hendrix.
They're going to hang him.
Oh, come on. Get a hold of yourself.
But I think that was like LSD or something.
Here you are. Quit that crazy laughing.
Where's Jack?
But that was with a guitar, not a
Hang
piano.
you if you don't pipe down.
I want to see Jack. Jack.
Good
I
old
want to see Jack.
Good old Jack. He'll know what to do.
You'd better quiet him. I can't do anything with him.
He's inconsolable.
I've got to see Jack.
Just gotta.
We can't let that kid hang.
Gotta.
He'll be here. Don't worry, he'll be here in a little while.
I've got to see him. I've got to.
Just gotta. Wheels on a bus go round and round, round and round, round and round. Wheels on a bus go round and round all through the town.
Come on, darling. Everything will be over soon. Do you want me to play something for you?
Yeah, that's it. Play something.
All right.
Play Misty for me.
Sit down. Honey, smoke, will you?
What on earth?
Faster.
Faster. Faster! Faster!
Way faster.
Faster!
Play faster.
Play it faster now.
Faster.
Faster! Jack.
I know what you want. You
Fancy
want to
zoom.
kill me.
You're crazy.
You're crazy.
Take it easy, kid.
I don't want to kill you.
I just want to talk to you.
I just want to bash your brains in. What on earth?
Hurry! There's a terrible fight going on.
Hurry!
Yes? Apartment 32.
What did it do? Police.
Stop it! Stop it! Let go of me! Take your hand off of me! Stop it! Take your hand off me! Stop it! Stop it!
Police Navidad.
Oh, what are you doing, Jack? Hurry. Are you ready to tell what you know?
Jack!
Man. Dude has a cigar. Man, they shouldn't have hired Chewbacca to make these announcements. I did say that. Harper Case gang leaders captured. Swift action promised. Judge's chamber. Orchestra.
If we can gain some measure of leniency for my client, she is prepared to enter a plea of guilty and, in addition, turn state's evidence in the case of William Harper.
I regret that this court is not prepared to bargain with justice.
I'll tell you what. I was there. I saw it. I know who killed Mary. And I'll tell you who killed Mary Lane. It wasn't Bill. It was Jack. Jack Perry. He shot Mary, and then he put the gun in Bill's hand. We were all at the apartment one afternoon, and Mary came in looking for her brother. Bill and I, we'd been in another room. And Bill came in. He caught Ralph with Mary, and they started to fight. But it was Jack who had the gun. He was going to hit Bill over the head with it to make him stop. And then the gun went off. I saw it. I can see it now. It was horrible. And before we knew it, Mary was dead.
Except for her hair and
But
nails.
you see, Judge,
Dead.
Bill didn't know he hadn't killed Mary. He was so doped up, they made him think he had. Ralph wanted to tell you, too. Oh, if they'd only let him. But this is the truth, Judge. I'm telling you the truth. After Jack saw the poor thing was dead, he put the gun in Bill's hand. It was Jack's fault. And it was my fault, too. I got all of them to come up to the apartment. I'm just as much to blame.
Get this woman an Oscar.
I am.
Do I understand you wish to plead guilty to a charge of fostering moral delinquency in the case of William Harper?
Yes, I'm guilty. I am.
Prepare a statement for signature, and also an order setting aside the jury's verdict in the case of the people versus William Harper.
The jury were morons.
In the
Except
interest
for the
of
one
justice,
guy.
I shall direct a verdict of not guilty.
But eventually he turned moron when he caved.
Sign here, please.
All right. Take her to prison. Wait, what?
You shall be brought into court on Thursday, the 17th, when sentence will be pronounced. Meanwhile, you will be held as a material witness in the case of the people versus Ralph Wiley.
This way, lady. Come on. That's right. I'll show you the door. It's right here. Good job going through it. Tomorrow is another day. Ah, the good old times, introducing him to weed. Oh, this is not a happy reminisce. Okay. Oh no.
We've come in the hearings before this court today to what I hope will be the final actions revolving about an unhappy and unfortunate case, one whose horrible tragedy will forever remain with me. I am happy to have been enabled, before it was too late, to order the verdict of the jury in the case of the people versus William Harper to be set aside. But, young man,
set aside.
Although this court is convinced that to declare you guilty would have been a gross miscarriage of justice, we cannot condone your acts. And we can express only the hope that your experiences may not alone keep you, but thousands of others from the vicious pitfalls of marijuana.
Marijuana.
Thus, I am ordering you to remain in this court during the next case, so that you will be obliged to witness what you yourself so narrowly escaped. Call the case of the people versus Ralph Wiley.
I thought he was going to say Ralph Wiggum for a second.
Bill.
I smell burning.
Your Honor, in this case, the state waives trial of the defendant, Ralph Wiley. It is recommended, Your Honor, that the defendant be placed in an institution for the criminally insane for the rest of his natural life.
Criminally insane.
Defendant's counsel joins the state in this request.
Since counsel for the defense, as well as counsel for the state, seem to agree on this, I see no reason why the request should not be granted.
Tastes like burning.
That happened right here, to your neighbors. It is not too much to say that in your hands lies the possibility of averting other tragedies like it. We must work untiringly so that our children are obliged to learn the truth, because it is only through knowledge that we can safely protect them. Failing this, the next tragedy
You hard
may be
tonight?
that of your daughter, or your son,
Yeah.
or yours, or yours,
Yours.
or yours.
Tell your children. The face of marijuana. The end. A G&H production. Oh, man. Tastes like burning. Oh, my gosh. Thank you so much, Art, for the 100 bits. Much appreciated. Oh, man. That was a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun, because I sure did. It was really nice having you all here.